it's Chatney. Welcome to Party in Your PJs. I am so excited to have you guys joining me tonight. And tonight I'm going to shake it up a little bit. And I usually am the girl that goes on Monday nights or Tuesday nights, and I only talk about skincare. And so tonight I'm going to teach shake up your makeup. So I'm going to talk to you about a dozen things that I think you could do if you had a daytime look on and you wanted to take it from daytime look to evening look and you didn't want to start over. Because believe it or not, for a person that sells makeup and skincare for a living, my least favorite thing to do is get ready. So that may come as a shock to you, but I seriously think it's the largest waste of time ever that we have to do it every day. I mean, seriously, if I didn't have to, I just don't think I would ever shower because it's like, oh, I got to start all over again. So I am never going to be a person that takes my makeup off and starts over in the evening. And I just think I don't like doing it the first time. Why would I want to do it a second time? So there are plenty of days, believe it or not, that I go without a stitch of makeup on. And that is why, because I was a pimply-faced 19-year-old when Mary Kay found me on Accutane, that is why it is so important to me to have really great skincare. Because I think you should have skincare that is so good for your skin that sometimes you go to walk out of the house and you realize you don't have makeup on and you should throw some mascara on. So that's where I want to get everyone to. That's why I'm passionate about teaching skincare on Mondays and Tuesdays. And Katie Ray and I switched it up. She did an awesome job last night. So I'm coming to you tonight. And I didn't check with anyone first on whether they wanted to learn this stuff, but here's what I think would be valuable. And it's kind of an intro to something that we have coming up for you guys. And coming up, starting next week, we are going to let our consultants get certified in color. We've had tons of color questions come up. And to be really honest, because I was that pimply-faced 19-year-old and Mary Kay cleared my face up, I'm not huge on color. I think color is a courtesy. I think color draws people in. I think color is fun at classes. And I think people have lots of questions on color. But because I was a kid maybe that was constantly covering up bad skin with color, I always think it's so much more important that we clear your skin up, that you feel great about your limited amount of fine lines and wrinkles because you've been using Time Wise Repair, etc. So I always want to start there. But we've been doing that for several weeks. And so we are now going to introduce color certification to our consultants. And the way that they get color certified normally, if it wasn't quarantine, is they would have to come to my house and they would have to bring so many guests over so many weeks, or they'd have to come to Katie Ray's house in Michigan, so many guests over so many weeks, and then we would color certify them and we would teach all there is to know about color. But the awesome news is you would have to be a guest that had Mondays at 6 o'clock open or whatever. And now you get to join us. And if you can't join us live, you could always rewatch the video later. And we're going to teach everything from what eyeshadows will look best on blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes, where to put your cheek color so it doesn't just hit your face and wherever it lands, how to keep your lipstick on, how you really do your mascara. Why do you do your bottom lashes first? Where does highlighter go? Where does bronzer go? Why do you put under eye corrector on after a foundation? Doesn't it make sense that you'd put it on under a foundation? So we will be covering a gamut of things, and we're going to take you guys along on that ride with us, and how our consultants or your consultant gets qualified to finish color certification. She has to have so many guests, 15 actually, watch color certification or participate with us in color certification. We will be doing a live drawing. So if you can be with us live, you get in the live drawing every time you're with us live. So there will be 6 of them, and we will cover everything color in those 6 color certifications, and those start next week. So if you're watching, you might think, oh, I want in on that. When is that? It's at 8 a.m. Partly because we kind of like the 8 o'clock stuff, right? So 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., one or the other, you can catch Katie Ray or I teaching something. So it's at 8 a.m. And the reason it's at 8 a.m. is because of what I just told you. I don't even like to do my makeup one time. I'm definitely not going to do color certification over at 8 o'clock night and put a full face of makeup on. So at 8 a.m., you get to come along with us on our color journey as we do our makeup in the morning. And we will teach you something, and I promise that you will love it, okay? I promise that every day you show up to color certification, you will know more getting off of that than when you joined, okay? And it'll be about a 20-25 minute segment. That's what we're gonna try to keep it in, because it is at 8 a.m., okay? And if you watch us live, you'll be part of the live drawing. If you can't watch us live, watch later. Every consultant that has 15 watchers live or that watch the video later, you can have one person that brings their 14 friends along. You can have 15 different guests yourself, whatever that looks like, okay? But if you have 15 watchers, those watchers have to watch the video, all 6 of them, and they have to watch the little 10-minute video on my Mary Kay story or Katie Ray's Mary Kay story. And then you guys are color certified, right? So we've got tons of great treats for those that get color certified. And one of those is Lori Hogg doing a private one-on-one training with the group that gets color certified. And we're going to allow you to bring your guest to that helps you get color certified. So if the guests watch all 6 videos and they watch our little 10-minute story on Mary Kay, then you'll get to come along for that training as well. So more details to come. We'll tell you all about color certification a little bit later. But tonight, I want to give you a little teaser of what we're going to be teaching you guys in the days to come on color certification. So this is just some of my favorite things. Ready? When it comes to color. Thing number 1 is my favorite thing, and I'm just really going to kind of go through my makeup bag. So when I am very pressed for time, isn't it funny? This is what's funny to me. When I have 10 minutes, my makeup looks the exact same as when I have an hour. But I'm going to do the 10-minute routine with you, okay? So one of my favorite things is foundation primer. So I'm looking here at where my foundation primer is. Of course, it's not in this bag. Okay, here's the deal. Foundation primer, Katie Ray showed it to you guys last week, and foundation primer has SPF 15 in it. Lori Hogg, our makeup artist, says that our foundation primer is the greatest foundation primer of every other company she has ever worked for doing color. And so our foundation primer has SPF 15. It's like a pothole filler. So, and it's so reasonable. I mean, anything under $20. A lot of the things I'm going to talk about today are between $10 and $20, okay? So foundation primer is where I would start. So after you've washed your face, you put your moisturizer on, I would do a layer of foundation primer. After that, you can do a couple of things, okay? We have this new little green stick, green correcting stick. I think it's like the greatest thing ever, okay? And it covers redness. Now, I have tons of redness in my T-zone, okay? Especially along my nose. I don't know if anyone else can relate. I don't know if it's because my skin is thinner there, but you can see the green, okay? So that green is a redness corrector, and it comes in this little stick for $16. And you can now get those. They were sold out for a while, but I have redness in my T-zone, okay? So that's where my redness lies. I don't know where your redness lies, but you can see, even in that, I have not touched up my makeup at all today. You're welcome. Okay, but you can see, it's almost like a highlighter. Do you see that one side of my face that has no redness? See this redness? And see, this is like highlighted. And I love these green correcting sticks, okay? So foundation primer, green correcting stick. Next, CC cream. So I use a CC cream called Very Light because I'm very light. Here's what I like about CC cream. It's water resistant, so it's awesome if you're on the lake or sweating a lot or barely want any kind of makeup on, okay? And CC cream, if I were to put it, I'm going to show you the difference in the back of my hands. I'm going to put CC cream, just a dot, on the back of my hand, and I'm going to rub it in. This is a color called Very Light. The thing I like about CC cream is I'm going to use this color pretty much all year long. I'm going to use Very Light. The other day when Katie Ray was here with her kids, they'll never be back. The other day when Katie Ray was here with her kids, landscaping, their grandma's watching right now and she thinks I about killed her grandchildren. Okay, and I worked them to death. There was a story to go along with that. Oh, so this is all I wore. Because why? Because I'm just going to be outside doing landscaping all day. But I just want a little bit of something. And so it's water resistant. It feels much more sweat proof. It's super lightweight. And I could wash my hands and still have this on. So I want to show you the difference of my hands. Do you see that? This one has CC cream. This one has none. Do you see all my veins and the discoloration in that hand? All the redness in that hand versus this hand. And this hand is much more even than the other. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I love CC cream. A little dab will do ya. And The other day when I was with Katie Ray and her kids, I got a little bit too much sun. Part of taking off early and it not being super sunny out at 8 o'clock in the morning when you start landscaping, and then at 8 o'clock at night you wish that you had done something about that. So all I had on was SPF 15 on my face, which as long as we were in the sun was not enough. Some after sun gel, which right now we sell, but we only sell it one time a year. It is the greatest product. I mean, I don't know if you can see my back, but this was complete red sunburn. It did not peel, and I put after sun gel on it 3 times. Greatest product ever. Okay, so this CC cream though, the only time I use light to medium CC cream is when I have a sunburn. That's the only time that my skin is red enough to go up that shade. But other than that, it pretty much blends a multitude of shades. I mean, we only have, I think we have 5 colors of CC cream, and that is from the whitest white girl to the darkest dark girl. All of those shades in between all wear 5 shades, okay? And our normal foundation line has like over 20 options. So that's what I love, is it's so blendable. So when someone calls their Mary Kay lady and they say, you know, I use something, you know, Estee Lauder almond beige. Nobody knows what that is, because every color in every company has a different kind of foundation. So we're over here going, I don't know, like which one of our colors looks like almond beige, okay? We don't know, because some have a red base and some have a yellow base and some have an olive base. And so we would need to ask you a lot more questions. Do you ever sunburn? Do you feel like you're washed out? Things like that, okay? Is your skin pretty neutral? So the thing I like about CC cream is that you can be the person that calls and says, I'm really pale, and we would give you a color called very light. And you could be a person that says, well, I kind of have a little bit of a tan, and we would give you a color called light to medium. And that's pretty much, for Caucasian people, that is pretty much going to cover every skin tone right there. And if you're a Caucasian woman and you have a lot of sun, then you could be the next level, which is medium to deep, okay? And then there are 2 levels after that. And so that is going to cover, 5 shades is going to cover lightest to darkest in the rainbow. Got it? Okay. So CC cream, I think, is great for every day. I think it's great if you wanted extra. You can always put foundation on top of CC cream, and we're going to cover foundations during color certification. I just think on a normal day, CC cream does a really rockin' awesome job. Okay, the next thing I would do is under eye corrector. And under eye corrector, the thing I like about it is this. The difference, I have people ask me all the time, and we'll cover this in color certification, but I have people ask me all the time, I just use a concealer underneath my eyes. You guys can still see this redness stick. Look at how good a job it did at covering up redness. Okay, so I have people say, I just use a concealer underneath my eyes. Why can't I keep using a concealer to cover up my darkness underneath? A concealer's job is to help with blemishes, scarring. It is not made to cover up darkness. It just makes darkness a little lighter, a little less noticeable, but it's still purple and blue hue underneath your skin. And so the thing I want to point out is that a under eye corrector has a peach base to it. So I'm going to put under eye corrector and concealer next to each other, and you're going to go, oh, I get it now. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Do you see that this is under eye corrector and this is concealer, okay? Under eye corrector, if I compare it next to a concealer, looks very peachy. And that's because peach is across from purple in a color wheel, okay? Gold and purple are across from each other. So a peachy hue is across from that bluish purple, and it camouflages. It's like green helps with redness, okay? Peach helps with blue and purple. And so if you take an under eye corrector and you do a little dab, I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. Oh, this is on its last leg, so I'll just use the actual brush. Okay? So I'm going to put under eye corrector right here. And you do put it underneath your eyes, but that's not the only place you put it. Because you want wherever the highest, lightest part is on your face, that's where everyone looks. So you don't want the highest, lightest part of your face to be underneath your eye, because then everyone looks underneath your eye, and that's where you didn't want people to look. So you have to take it up and out, okay? So I'm going to show you on this one eye the difference an under eye corrector will make. Okay, we're going to pat, pat, pat under the eye, and then we're going to work it up and out, okay? And it goes after CC cream, after foundation. Otherwise, you work to put it on, and then you just erase all the work you did because you just stuck your foundation on top, okay? If I didn't have eyeshadow on, I would actually cover my eyelid and neutralize my eyelid a little as well, because your eyelids have a lot of veins in them. I'm going to put one little dot above the arch of my brow, so it gives it a little brow lift, okay? And then I'm going to pat, 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 pat. And I'm going to take it up and out, because when people look at me, I want them to look here, not here, okay? So I got to take the lightest part of my face up higher, right here and here. I get it right up to the lash line. Okay, do you see the difference in those eyes? I mean, look at the difference in this eye. Here's another cool tip. If you put a little in this little dip, I call it your lip dip, okay? But if you put a little right there in this dip, it makes such a big difference right there, and it actually brings up your jawline. Look at the difference in my face on one side versus the other. See how this side of my jaw doesn't carry as much weight? If I'm even Steven in a mirror, you can really tell. But look at what that did underneath my eyes and to this area right here. It just looks so much better right here. So under eye corrector will get rid of the darkness. Next, this is my favorite. This is translucent powder. Translucent powder, little bit of white powder. And it looks like baby powder. And all you're gonna do is tap a little bit of powder. Okay, it just looks like baby powder. And then all you do is swirl that little brush and dust it on, okay? Translucent powder is like Mineral Veil if you're a Bare Minerals person. It's like the thing that makes your skin look much more flawless. Look at that side versus that side. You can tell a big difference, okay? So love, love, love translucent powder. And it's like $16 and it lasts forever, okay? I'm not going to tell you where blush goes because I don't want to ruin it for color certification. I will say we have some rockin' amazing shades. And I'll also say that one thing that makes our blush, I think, so much better is our pigment is really rich in our products. So I used to work for Redken. Therefore, Bobbi Brown, MAC, and Mary Kay have a very high pigment in their color. So it doesn't mean low pigment is bad. It means it takes a lot more product and it doesn't have that punch or that kick. Black eyeshadow in a line that has like a $3 CoverGirl or Maybelline eyeshadow, their black is not going to pack a punch and be black on your eyes, even if you load 5 layers of it, okay? So you have to go with a rich pigment if you want black to be black and blue to be blue and green to be green. If you want it to look just like the eyeshadow, so here's my little eyeshadow compact. Okay, if you want these colors to look like that on your eye, you have to go with a rich pigment, okay? So we're gonna cover colors, blush colors, highlighters, bronzers. We're gonna cover all of that in color certification, and that is next week. So those are some of my favorite products. Here is just a great quick product. These are our new liquid eyeshadows, and we have liquid eyeshadow brushes. I have all of my brushes in front of me. Okay, so we have liquid eyeshadow brushes, and all I'm gonna do is get a little bit of the product on the back of my hand. And this is great if just one day you're in a big fat hurry and you just don't have a lot of time. You can literally just put a little bit in your crease area and you can rub it with your finger, rub it with a brush, and it just gives you a little bit of something, okay? But I love that. This color that I just used is called Meteor Shower, and it is awesome, okay? You're gonna always layer liquid color but I love it because it just gives you a little bit of something, okay? So that is our liquid color, in case you don't want to do 3A powder eyeshadows, but that's what we're going to teach you next week, okay? All of our liners, for the most part, are mechanical, self-sharpening. If you don't know it, our liners have these little things that pull off the tip, and that way you can always sharpen your lip liner or your eyeliner by sticking them in here and twisting them back and forth, and then you have a sharp pencil again. Oh, did you know that? I just taught someone something new. Okay, so there is eyeliner and lip liner. I think that eyeliner and lip liner, I am personally a fan of more of a mechanical pencil, and then I usually take a liner brush and I blend it a little because I don't like there to be a stark line. But I will say that our liquid eyeliner pen is waterproof, and if you are a liquid eyeliner pen fanatic, you will not find a better liquid eyeliner. It is not going anywhere, and it is amazing. It took me a really long time to win my mother-in-law over, but now that I've got her won over, she's won over. I won her over in our new liquid eyeliner and in this mascara. Oh, this is our new mascara. Now it's unlimited quantity, so your consultant should be able to get you some. Lash Love Panorama Mascara. We will teach you in color certification how to use our mascaras, but these little tips right here are like what separate your little lashes. Oh, they just work so, so good. So during color certification, we'll teach you about the different kinds of mascaras we offer, because maybe Panorama isn't the mascara for you. We offer a wide range of mascaras for a reason, but I will tell you that I have not had one of these returned. I'm now at like probably 75 mascaras sold, and it's been really, really, really awesome. I'm still delivering mascara. It takes a long time. Every time I think I'm about done, I get more orders, which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining, but I still owe 4 people that I said I was going to deliver to today a mascara. So I might be coming to your house. But I think you would love our Panorama mascara. It is really, really good stuff. And the brush is the secret. So make sure to ask your consultant how you apply this stuff. I always do bottom lashes first. We'll teach you why in color certification. And then I move to the top. Bottom, bottom, top, top, bottom, bottom, top, top. Okay? The rule with eyeliner is you can have eyeliner on the top and bottom, or you can have eyeliner just on the top, but you should never go topless. Okay? So you should never just do eyeliner on the bottom, because when you do, it actually makes your eyelid look heavier and your eyes look not as wide. Okay? It'll make a big difference. We'll teach you more a little later. Those are just a few of my favorite things. I'm going to cover a couple of products that we don't really talk about, but I think they make a heck of a big difference, especially if you have oily skin. So this kept me going for a really long time when I was new in Mary Kay. This is called Oil Mattifier. It takes all the shine off your face for 6 to 8 hours a day. And if you're a girl that has shine, especially in your T-zone, you're like, sign me up. Okay, there's nothing that does that. I swear it does that. Okay, but it just is like a white liquid. A white liquid, you rub it in, and it gives you a powdery look, a powdery finish to your face. I don't know if you'd be able to tell on my palms, but it gives you a powdery finish to your face that feels like you just applied a powder, but it's just your skin. So Oil Mattifier is so, so, so awesome. And you can use it right after you use your moisturizer and before you put your makeup on. So I think you would love it. Let me tell you about 2 other things, and then I'm going to tell you how you win some stuff. This is eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer, when I talked about your eyeshadow packing a big punch, eyeshadow primer is what helps it to do that, because eyeshadow primer makes your eyeshadow stick to your eyelids, and it keeps all of it from creasing. Basically, could you use foundation primer? You could in a pinch, but eyeshadow primer is specifically for your eye area to help with that creasing and to make your eyeshadow look even sharper. Black is black, blue is blue, green is green, etc. So there's that. Lastly, here's what I think is cool about all of our color. All of our color comes in these reusable, refillable compacts. So you just pop open the color. This holds 6 eyeshadows, 2 blushes. It holds a blush and a highlighter, a blush and a bronzer. So it just does such a great job. You could do 3 eyeshadows and a blush and a bronzer and a highlighter. So there's so many options with this compact right here. Here's the really cool thing. If you are a customer and you watch all of our color certification videos and you watch our 10-minute marketing video, you can have this custom compact for half price from your consultant. I'm sure she will honor that. I did not actually ask her, but I'm sure that she will. Okay? Because we want our customers to be educated and we want our customers to know all there is to know about color. And we'll have discounts every time you watch on certain items and certain specials. So I love the compact because you never have to buy another compact. And most of the time when I use other brands and you buy a compact like this, you're really paying for the compact. You're not paying for the goods inside the compact, okay? Because an eyeshadow only costs $8, but a compact costs a lot. Okay, and so all you have to do is pop in here and take an eyeshadow out, okay? So all you do is come in here and there's this little lever right here and all you do is just pop the color out and then you pop another color back in because they're all a magnetic base. It's got a really great mirror as well. Look, can you see me? See you? Ha! Okay, so you're gonna love the compacts and you get those at half price. Remember, just like look at your calendar. Remember a calendar, those things that we used 3 months ago? I only have 2 things on my calendar this entire month that I like have to remember, and I forgot one of them yesterday because I don't open my calendar. So now I must start. But that thing that is called a calendar, I want you to get it out and I want you to set your alarm for next week, 8 a.m. when color certification starts because you will not want to miss it. We will actually post a little picture with all that we're going to be teaching you and the dates, and we want you to join us. So I'll post that above. Here's how you win tonight. Ready? I want to know who is the consultant that invited you to be part of this because she wins by having so many people on. Okay, so that's thing number 1. Who invited you to join us? If you have not mentioned their name, mention their name below. You earn a chance to win for every single item you purchase from your consultant between now and tomorrow at this time. Okay, so for the next 24 hours, every single item. If you purchase a skincare set from your consultant, and you might want to ask your consultant about skincare because the company did some really cool things with skincare this month, and your consultant might have some specials and some cool deals surrounding skincare. So even if you purchase a skincare set and it has 4 items to it, you would get 1 chance for all 4 items that you purchase. Capiche? Okay. So that's another way that you can win. I want to know what is one thing that you learned tonight that you did not know before you watched. One thing. Okay? Tell me what the one thing is that you learned that you didn't know before you watched. And then I'm going to give you 2 more chances. Ready? If we can count on you to be part of color certification and you say, even if I can't get to the 8 a.m. video, if it's only a 20 or 25 minute video, I'll watch it later. I'd love to know how to do my eyes. I'd love to know how to do highlighting and contouring. I'd love to know where my lipstick's supposed to go to make my lips look larger, okay? Whatever that is for you, if you agree that you will join us either live at 8 a.m. starting next week or after you get off work, you'll watch a 20 or 25 minute video, then say color certification below. And I'll have the consultant make sure to follow up with you to make sure that you are capiche and ready to go when we start our color certification. And we've got this great little 10-minute video. In order to win all that you can win with color certification, you got to watch the little 10-minute video. It is either my story or Katie Ray's story. It's just 10 minutes of our story. Tells you a little bit about Mary Kay, the company. Tells you about Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation, how we've donated $78 million to 2 causes. Preventing domestic violence, and research for cancers affecting women. So it tells you a little bit about Mary Kay the company, Mary Kay the woman, and I always love for you to know more about us and more about Mary Kay. Do I think that everyone watching should be a Mary Kay consultant? I don't. Because if you were a Mary Kay consultant, if everyone was a Mary Kay consultant, then my consultants wouldn't have anybody to sell to. And if they don't have anybody to sell to, they don't make any money for their family. So the thing I love about Mary Kay are 2 things. 1, I love that Mary Kay products are affordable, and I feel like every woman has an opportunity, no matter who she is, no matter how much money she has, no matter where she comes from. If she wants it, we'll help her get it. So she could be a hostess, she could earn it, she could take up an outside order from the people at her factory. But I feel like we allow every single woman, no matter her budget, to get their hands on what I believe is the best products in the world. So that's what I love. I also love that there is a role for every single person in Mary Kay. There's a role for the consultant. There is a role for the consultant that wants to get 50% off for her family. There is a role for the consultant that wants to drive a pink Cadillac around town. Okay, and I love that there's a role there. I love that in order for her to be successful, she has to have hostesses and great customers, and that's you. So whether you are coming to us and you've never tried Mary Kay products, or you're coming to us and you have been a Mary Kay hostess 10 times, I just appreciate you for the role that you've played in my consultant and in Katie Ray's consultant success, because we only get to do what we do because we have great consultants that we work with, and those consultants only get to do what they do because they have great customers. So that's how we're giving out the prizes tonight. Make sure to enter all your chances back here. So if you buy 8 items from your consultant, have your consultant come back onto this group and say 8 items. You get 10 chances if you watch the 10-minute video, 1 chance for every minute that you watch. And so we've got that, and you can already check it off your list for color certification. Okay, if you're going to do color certification, put that below. We give you 10 extra chances to win tomorrow night's drawing if you say that you'll be part of color certification. So with that, you guys make it a great day, and I so appreciate you being part of Party in Your PJs. Good night.